Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. Fields it just outside the goal line. When he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Texas's offense comes on the field first today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Keller. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play, moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So second down after the incompletion. Back to throw. It's Jimenez. Quick throw to his receiver. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but the gain all the way to the 28. Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Lets it go. That's complete downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. 1st and goal. A great chance to answer that opening touchdown. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Oh, and he goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the first down. Second down and goal. Motion now from the tight end. Looking to pass here on second down. An important third down and goal now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Gators offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Each team is kind of led, Kurt, by one of those alpha linebackers they are counted on for so much every week.
Well, he's got to be physical in that box area, but also have the ability to play out in space against these teams that like to throw the football. Both these guys can do all of that.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second and goal for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Just seems like he's inching his way to this goal line. He got about a yard. That's halfway. Now will they give it to him again to see if he can break the plane?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Defense is coming after him. Escapes the pocket. Finds room at the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Running back grabs it on the screen. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can.
And here comes the fake punt attempt. Look at the throw. The punter with a completed pass for a 1st down. They make the tackle, but that pass on the fake works. They catch the return team totally flat-footed. The Gators pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Oh, and a chance at a big man touchdown if he doesn't run out of oxygen. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the defense joins the party with a score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires this one deep middle. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Jimenez. Receiver makes the grab.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Higgins. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. An entertaining first quarter. Early fireworks as both offenses clearly showed up ready to play. You can see that in the stats. Getting set. Here's second down. Trying to find some room. It's Higgins. Breaking free at the 35. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Touchdown, Texas. Wills his way to the end zone.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play. Good coverage that time. And the Florida offense retakes the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Using his legs on the scramble. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown, Gators. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Here comes a handoff. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time in the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Pass caught, second down now. Play action fake, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The Longhorns pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Quick throw, catch made. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Cavazos. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense cannot be stopped. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Gators offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
They bring him down to the 25 and moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some...
Just runs through a man, a mismatch. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain in that catch and run. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Touchdown, Florida. Still no answer for this offensive machine. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Takes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Looking for the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking for some space. It's Higgins. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Jimenez. Quick throw over the middle. Makes the catch downfield. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play down.
Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Timeout called by the defense their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
The pocket breaking down. They chase him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The Gators will line up to punt it away. It's a fake, looking to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's caught. The fake produces a 1st down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Wow, how about that one, Chris? I really thought the young man was going to take off and run, but instead he throws it and fools everybody.
He's moving out of the pocket. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Ball carrier running through tackles. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to start the 2nd half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Higgins. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time. After the 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Dropping back, it's Jimenez. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Because what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And try to creating that new legacy for Texas and having elite receivers.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Cavazos. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
That's exactly what the coach, I'm sure, talked about there at halftime. Is the defense is going to be out there on the field first. We're down in this football game. We got to get pressure on this offense, come up with some plays, and get the ball back to our offense. And that's exactly what they have a chance to do now.
And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Running out of time in the pocket.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. He finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure, and it's a bunch formation. He's back to throw again on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? I'll flip back to the QB. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes a quick grab.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no-man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Gators line up on first and 10 now. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. And the Gators line up with a first and goal. First and goal, handoff. No gain there. Ball was spotted at the 2 again.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of it.
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words with his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
He hands it to the back. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. But you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
The Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, but you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Higgins. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but it's also recognized a heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
Fighting off the tackler. Physical run earns the first down.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
When the defense is holding on for dear life, they've got a lead. It's late in the game, just trying to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Pitch play to the back. Touchdown, Gators. They jump in front here in the 4th.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Jimenez. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Cavazos. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll use the ground game here.
Coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Short throw complete to the tight end.
And the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical 4th down.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. A running play called on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. And he's past the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. He'll be tackled. We'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
The backs got it on a counter. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. The Gators will have to kick this. How about this? A fake. They'll try to throw for it. And this is caught. Can he get to the sticks? Well, they stop him, but he picks up the first down, and that gamble pays off. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Gators are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On third down, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Gators will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on 4th down, late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call them